a police officer was killed in the line of duty. Now, in 1996, 25-year-old officer Brian Kleinfelter was shot to death while making an arrest. But he has not been forgotten.
WCTO's Bill Hudson joins in Clearwater, where a statue of Kleinfelter is being constructed.
A symbol of life is coming out of stone in Clearwater. Nasser Pirasteh is preserving the memory of slain officer Brian Kleinfelter in limestone and bronze.
For months, artist Nasser Pirasteh has been chipping away at a 7.5-ton block of limestone in the backyard of his home in central Minnesota. His commission is to produce a tribute to local police officer Brian Kleinfelter, who was killed in the line of duty a year and a half ago. His inspiration helped along with pictures, a single boot, and the dead man's uniform.
Take this again.
Nasser Pirasteh says Brian Kleinfelter is inside this block of stone and is emerging with the help of those who loved him most. His parents, brothers, and sister have lent their hands to the sculpture, and on his heart, imprints from his wife Wendy and his daughter Caitlin.
I think this is the best trophy he got in his life, is these two hands over here. Instead of his shield, we know he's officer, we know what he did. I felt,
On a recent misty morning, Wendy Kleinfelter and her daughter Caitlin came to see how the work was progressing.
Wow. Holy cow, Nasser.
What do you think? Huh?
It's gorgeous. There's Caitlin's hand. Isn't that pretty? There's Mommy's hand, and there's Caitlin's hand.
And today, for the first time, Wendy reads an inscription from a local poet that will be carved into the stone.
A young man, a young father, rooted in the land, reared by the people, palm pressed by the hand of the woman and the child. He shielded us against violence. He fell victim to our violence.
Caitlin and her children and her grandchildren hopefully will be able to see this and remember this daddy.
Very moving work, I might add. It was commissioned not by the city, the state, or the police force. It was actually commissioned by the family, a gift back to the people who shared their grief, and it will soon be placed in the very park that now bears the late officer's name.
Though we may never know all the whys surrounding Brian's death, we can know the joy of his life, his work, his faith, and that will keep on giving in so many ways, not the least of which will be the blessing of this park and the awesome reminder of this sculpture.
Made by God, and it stands there for 1,000 years, and it just is. It's just a rock. But now it is a monument of love and respect, made by man with blood, sweat, and tears.
I think the sculpture is going to be a powerful, intangible way for us to remember Brian. As you'll see, this sculpture is not reliving how Brian died. It is celebrating how he lived. And last but certainly not least, to Nasser. He has so lovingly shared his talents and creativity with us. He made this an incredibly memorable and enjoyable experience. And you will forever have my gratitude. Thank you to all of you who made this happen.
This is the most difficult thing for me to do, to speak. I'd rather to work with stone. But I was very lucky. I didn't know personally Brian. I feel right now I know who he is because I met the family and they're the most wonderful people. I wish all my clients would be like that. It would be easy, it's nice, they inspire me, they were always there right on the time, and it was magnificent to get to know all of them. Every one of them, they're fantastic. Brothers are wonderful. So I was very lucky on this project. And everything went from first moment all the way just fantastic. I'm very happy with this project. I'm very lucky and thank you for coming. I think as soon as you see the sculpture, it's going to explain everything, what I put in. So I hope you enjoy it. I don't want to take your time. It's cold out here, and let's get to the celebration in a happy note after all of that difficult time. So I thank you for coming. Appreciate it.